I think I would recommend people to do two weddings because it sort of serves both purposes of doing something very intimate as something that feels very special to you, and then you do it more maybe on your own terms. I mean, the wedding industry can be quite aggressive when it comes to what you're supposed to do or not.
In our work with Pink Iceland, we do a lot of just a couple coming to do exactly what they want in like stunning nature, and then they go back, and then it's like 150 people
Party.
They maybe debut their wedding photos or wedding films.
My name is Eva Maria, and I'm a wedding planner. So I planned 2 weddings for me and this gorgeous woman.
My name is Birna, I'm a wedding planner, and I had 2 weddings. It was at the dance floor of a queer bar in Reykjavik. And it was the moment of ice locking across the dance floor. And I remember you came up to me.
Yeah, I complimented you.
Yeah, on something. And I just immediately got the tingles. And I was excited when you would show up next.
Yeah. We hadn't really talked about getting married on a serious note. We had discussed it a little bit, but always quite lightly. And we weren't even sure if we were going to get married because we work as wedding planners. We thought we had just seen it all and we didn't need to do it for ourselves, and we would do something very, very simple. But we were in New York. Our team actually were on the way to meet us for like a work trip. And we were at a diner near Times Square. Not really the setting that I would have imagined for proposing. It was 2 a.m. and we were eating a pancake and an omelette. And there was something about the atmosphere. And this was actually during Thanksgiving in the US. There was so much care in the air. It sort of felt right. And we were talking about our future.
Yeah.
And I asked you, so where do you see us in the future? And how about getting married?
Yeah. How about spending your life with me?
Yeah. So that was it. And as I wasn't really prepared, I didn't have a ring. So we ran out to Times Square into Forever 21, I think. We bought like a chunk of rings together, like 10 of them together. And we took 2 that were the same. And we basically copied them. So now we have those rings, but in actual gold, not in something crappy. The reason we decided to have 2 weddings is probably the fact we wanted both to do a destination wedding somewhere where we could take our closest people with us on a week journey, where they could get to know each other. But we also wanted to throw a big party. Throughout our work and our work with Pride, for example, we've got to know so many people, and so we had very easily a list of 200 people, which was quite too much to invite to Italy, so we decided to split it. So 1 in Italy and 1 in Iceland.
We decided that we wanted a destination wedding because we plan destination weddings for a living, and we have experienced the joy and the bond and the adventure that comes with bringing your closest and best people to another country, and we've created that experience for, I don't know, like
almost 1,000 couples.
Almost 1,000 couples. So we decided when we were thinking about our wedding that we needed both not be like present in our workplace because we work all over Iceland, and we wanted to give that experience to ourselves and to our family and friends. Italy was an easy choice because we travel there quite a lot. And Eva was raised up there partly when she was younger, and We had recently been in Positano and we just fell in love with everything it had to offer.
Yes, the Italian wedding was a destination wedding for everyone. We had guests coming from Iceland and the US.
Yeah.
And it was a week-long experience where, you know, we went first to Rome and then to Naples and then to Positano where we got married.
We had just over 40 people.
To be fully honest, it was a bit of a challenge to choose so few people because you know, there's a tendency you become a bit codependent with whom to invite. Yeah. And we even, you know, asked some of our closest friends not to bring their spouses because we don't know them as much as our friends. Mm-hmm. So, you know, it was definitely a challenge, but also a very meaningful process to go through. Yeah. To ask yourself, like, who do you really want to invite and who are you very comfortable with? In terms of our wedding dresses, we reached out to a friend who is a tailor. We wanted to, again, be in something we could dance in, we could go to the beach for the photos, and we would not feel uncomfortable in. We
got to experience the joy and excitement of our wedding guests and our family staying at the villa with us, because they were, you know, popping in and out, because our suite had like a double door opening out to a patio, and people were just, you know, sipping prosecco on the patio and peeking their heads in and crying a little, and we got to hug our parents, and so that was magical. And we had your sister-in-laws. They were doing our hair and makeup, which was amazing to have someone so close to you, you know, because they're so close to you,
yes,
like
physically.
Literally.
Yeah.
So it was very nice to have their presence there.
We decided to go for an officiant that was someone who we knew very well, which is our one of our closest friends, Hannes, who also owns Pink Iceland with us. He was the best person to do it because he knows us so well, first of all, and he also managed to let us like be in the moment, because he's also a wedding planner, so he could actually give us the opportunity to actually enjoy the day fully, because he became the wedding planner on spot. In terms of decoration and flower, we put an emphasis on just using the surroundings, because I mean, obviously Positano is a very scenic and very panoramic, and the villa we were in was sort of in the like higher part of the town. We sort of wanted to focus more on that than, you know, putting a lot of effort into flowers. We are also very eco-friendly as people, so we didn't even want to spend too much on those things. Also because we knew that people were going to dress very colorfully, and the villa is pink, and you know, and there are so many colors in the villas, you know. So we went with a lot of just white and candles.
And also one of our favorite parts of the wedding day is that we couldn't afford like disco lights for the reception, so it started raining, and we had thunder and lightning. So
natural disco lights.
The most surprising thing about our wedding day is that we were both able to relax.
It was such a gift, really, because I tend to be overthinking everything and controlling everything. So for me,
planning
everything, and obviously that's our job. But on this day, we sort of went into the mood of not caring and accept just having fun and enjoy ourselves. I think it was just the most wonderful day that I remember, you know, in my life, as an adult at least.
Yeah. The Icelandic wedding was 29 days after the Italian wedding.
But I think it was the best decision ever, because basically that was sort of like the last party people went to before COVID. So the Icelandic wedding was basically the complete opposite of the Italian one. It was all about party and going big. We worried a little bit about that, you know, this was maybe going to be less of a wedding, but it really wasn't, because it was such a different celebration, And it was obviously with much more people. We had 200 people with us. We celebrated the drag culture a lot because, you know, the drag queens have been sort of our soldiers. So yeah, the whole city of Reykjavik actually knew about this wedding because there were so many people looking for like extraordinary dresses, or so they would go to the second-hand stores a lot and ask like, do we have something very fabulous, you know? So
and they would ask, are you going to the wedding?
yeah.
Everyone came into the theater. It's one of the oldest theater in Iceland. They were offered like a welcome drink. When everybody was seated, we had like drag queens pushing carts.
Like on the airplane?
Offering more Prosecco.
So the same person was officiating the wedding. It was Hannes, our friend in Italy, and it was again him, but as her in drag. So she was fabulous.
First, Hannes, our officiant, walks down to Vogue, and he clicks to the beat of the Vogue, and the whole room did it with him. So that was
his
very
moment.
cool. That was his moment. Yes. Then we had very good friends of ours. They were our flower girls, boys, and they had bouquets, and inside the bouquets we had hidden like confetti bombs. And then we got to walk down and having the confetti raining on us.
And then of course we had our little dog Strumpur.
He's such a big part of our lives that it was never a question whether he'd be involved, it was just how he would be involved.
And then like our nephews were the ring bearers in extravagant clothing as well.
We took a little bit of break for dinner, and then we went down and the show was supposed to start, and then nothing happened, and that's the first time of the evening that we kind of panicked, like,
what's going on?
What's going on? Because everybody was just standing on stage.
Yeah.
We were like,
doing nothing. So basically, everyone who had been in Italy for the Italian wedding, plus, you know, a few nieces and, you know, close people to us here in Iceland, they surprised us with a dance. But we didn't know that for the whole month, basically from the Italian wedding until the Icelandic wedding, about 40 people had been meeting and practicing this very complicated dance. I think I was really very much in the moment, actually.
Yeah.
And I think partially that is due to the fact we work so much with weddings, and we are always reminding our couples to actually be in the moment, because, you know, the day will pass very fast, and you want to remember it.
Yeah.
I think that's part of why we felt so comfortable.